So to me, that sort of clearly illustrates that sometimes we can be totally successful by running enthusiastically in the wrong direction.
Welcome everybody to the first episode of Thatpharmacyblog, where we discuss everything to do with running a pharmacy and, more importantly, how to make it a great business.
Hey everybody, my name's Tim Shelton. I'm a pharmacist for about 25 years now, lucky enough to have been practicing pharmacy in Australia, and in that time I've had the privilege, I guess, of owning, managing and operating some very large pharmacies and some very small pharmacies, as well as some other associated businesses, which I've really enjoyed. And I guess one of the things that has struck me a lot about the Australian pharmacy business and management landscape is this vague, I guess, esoteric concept of success. A lot of people might initially respond to that by saying, "What are you talking about, Tim? Everyone knows what success is." But in actual fact, it's a little harder to define for some people when you actually ask the tough questions. Like for some instances, some people are like, well, I need 15 pharmacies and an empire in my local area. And other people, success might be, I just want to see my kids a bit more and have enough money to, pay off my house and be debt free. Yet other people might say, well, I want to travel the world and see all of life's got to offer and taste food in different countries. And so, as you can see, all of those things could be qualified as success. And I've had the great fortune to have experienced all of them at some point. And it got me to thinking that, not only is success different for different people, but for different people at different times. So right now, my next aspirations might be different to yours, but it's still going to be success in both of our minds. And I'm reminded, I guess you should know, I read a lot of business books in my spare time, and one of the authors I really enjoy listening to is Stephen Covey, the author of the famous 7 Habits series, and I think a lot of you would have read that, and if you haven't, I highly recommend you do. It's incredible, life-changing stuff. But look, one of the key lessons out of there for success to me was he paints a word picture of a organisation who's basically building a road through the Amazon jungle, and you can imagine it's frenetic activity. There's the bulldozers are bulldozing, and the sawers are sawing, and the planners are planning, and everyone's carting away debris, and we're making great progress. And anyway, the managers are there, and this is the sort of the key definition, I think, between if you're a leader of your company or just a manager, your managers are there and they're organising the replacement saws and the chainsaw replacement bits and rotating the shifts and getting the roster organised and all that sort of stuff. And anyway, the leader's the guy that goes and climbs, up the tree and sort of sits up there for a minute and sort of notices and shouts down, and he says, "Hey, everybody, stop, we're going in the wrong direction." And the managers are the ones that shout back up and say, "Shut up, guy, we're making progress." And so to me, that sort of clearly illustrates that sometimes we can be totally successful by running enthusiastically in the wrong direction. So look, I just want to get everyone to stop and pause and take a couple of minutes, if they can, just to write down on paper what success would look like for you. And you might be surprised what it is, and more importantly, what it isn't. And maybe it's time to look at some of the things we're doing and aiming for, and actually the activities we reproduce on a day-to-day basis, and do they actually line up with that success goal? And if they do, then fantastic, go at it, friend. And if they don't, well, maybe it's time to take stock and act in a different behaviour. So look, it's just been a quick little post. Hopefully it's given you something to think about. I know I've had to think a lot about my success over the years as I've moved through from pharmacy ownership to pharmacy management to retirement, back to pharmacy ownership again, and then managing and consulting, and even starting new and different businesses not to do with pharmacy. So I've had a lot of time to think about what my success might be, and I wish you the very best of luck in finding out your success as well. See you next time.
Thanks for watching, guys. Please click subscribe for more great content, and check the description below for links to the books mentioned in this episode. Keep a lookout for episode 2, where we'll discuss pharmacy legal matters with renowned pharmacy lawyer Nicholas Skelly.